Good morning, everyone. Hi, 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 hi. Is that Wormy or Mayor? This is Mayor Cat. Wormy's a little bit more squirmy, so she would never stand by us. Gave her a little scarf. Dude, what is Ludwig doing? Like, literally, what is he doing? Bruh. He walked everything back and was like, actually, I don't. On my mother's life, like literally on my mom, like on my mother's life, it's not a shot caller. It's like, that's crazy because you said you were 100% sure a day ago. It's like playing both sides so I never end up on top. So I want to talk about that. Do the center shuffle for real. I want to talk about that. And then don't say the S in Ludwig stands for spine. Don't say that, dude. Shut up. Anyways,
But I want to make sure if I know something, speak honestly. After my stream, I got close-up pictures of the shot collar on my mother's life.
on my mother's life.
I didn't see prongs.
Dude, stop saying on my mother's life, dude. Stop. Please. I'm stressed for her. Please.
I'm pretty sure it's a vibrate collar. So maybe I should have said 99% sure instead of 100.
Like, can we just leave it right there for 1 second? I should have said 99%.
I'm not making any other comments about whether he has a shock collar, has shocked her, whatever. I never made a comment saying he shocked her to begin with, but I just genuinely saw a picture of it after. It did have tape, and the tape was covering or had his phone number on it or some shit.
The funniest thing about this is he looks so sus. Like, even as someone who thinks that the shock collar stuff is so nonsensical, this looks even more sus than anything I've ever seen in my life. It sounds like now he actually is covering shit up.
And I saw pictures on my mother's life. I saw a picture of it. Perhaps he went out and bought one.
Perhaps
he went out and bought one. And this
Perhaps he went out and bought one.
was a ruse to fool me, perhaps. Stop farming it. I'm not farming it, but I genuinely saw it. So it's like, am I supposed to sit here and not say I saw it? Because I saw this after I did the stream. Should I lie? Should I lie and say I didn't? Saw it with my own eyes. And I went on live saying that it was a shot caller. So now I'm saying I saw it with my own eyes.
You didn't think to do that before you went on live and said it's 100% a shock collar? This is also really funny. After Ludwig revealed that XQC confessed he never cared about the shock collar allegations, only wanted to defame Hassan Piker, XQC admits it was true. Awkwardly, XQC's partner accused Ludwig of lying while also revealing that XQC intended to ruin Hassan's life. Deranged. I'm just going off of this XQC tweet. This guy is something else entirely. I spoke with him IRL for an hour about this. I literally said, in the grand scheme of things, it's not really the end of the world if he did shock it. Yeah, it's bad, but I'm not going to act like he killed someone. The lies and tactics are worse now. That is amazing. That's amazing. What is happening? Dude, I can only assume, because I don't know what the fuck is happening behind the scenes. So I can only assume that Ludwig went, after he got off stream, Cutie was like, you're so fucking stupid. Why did you revitalize this drama by saying that? Why? It was almost dead, dude. Stop. Dude. Bro, I literally saw it. It's literally taped. When Ludwig backs Hassan.
Boy. Good. Who's a good boy? Who's...
That's really funny. No.
a good boy? Good. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Dude, you can't say that. That's too funny. Okay, you gotta stop it. You gotta get some help, all right? You gotta get some help. But I want to watch some of the context for this. Let's check the transcript for Mother's Life. Because usually those clips are missing some context. And I try to at least provide like an additional 5 minutes before and after. Just to try and be as fair as possible. Usually the context I feel like is worse, but...
That's just the reality, okay? The one thing I'm trying to do is genuinely speak honestly. Like, usually I just try to avoid some shit. Eventually all shit subsides, just focus on making content, whatever. After my stream, I got close-up pictures of the shock collar on my mother's life. I didn't see prongs. I'm pretty sure it's a vibrate collar. And the tape was... I think it had.
This is like the stupidest PR move on the planet. It's the funniest thing because like now all of his chat is saying that paid off wig. Don't walk it back, bitch. Please just stop. You are so dumb.
It was covering.
Oh, the pancake flip. There was one that was like Cutie's cuck or something like that. Or ask your girlfriend who sees him every other week, dude, LMAO.
Perhaps he went out and bought one.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Stop farming it. I'm not.
Dude, it's giving Ethan Klein being like, I found out that this Hassan guy hates liberals and he was deceiving me. It was perhaps a ruse to fool me. The funniest part about all of this is, how are you even remotely tangentially like on the internet and you cover drama ever in your life, and then you see fucking Dan Stockman clips and you're like, I can believe this. This guy is on record saying, yes, I'm dishonest about Hassan going to a brothel. I'm aware that Hassan went to a brothel and separately they got raided for underage trafficking, sex trafficking, and then later were found not guilty of underage sex trafficking and the city had to pay them out. But I'm going to be dishonest and not share that part. Yes, that guy surely is not spreading clips about Hassan that are dishonest. That guy has never done that or admitted to literally doing that.
All this for Hassan. I do not rock with him. This is not me defending him in any way, shape, or form. I just saw some shit and I'm not trying to lie on somebody's name. Show the picture. That's on Hassan. He should show it. First off, I think he's handled this horribly. He took like a day to show the collar. When he showed the collar, he was showing it like it was a condom and his mom was in the fucking room. He was like covering it. It was very weird.
Talking about someone else covering controversy poorly when you are in the pickle that you are in, when you are jarred and pickled the way that you are, it's crazy. Saying someone else has handled something horribly when you decided to insert yourself into week-old drama and then say 100% it's a shock collar, but I don't know, I'm going off my For You page, and then the next day flip-flop to the other position saying there was no tape covering any prongs, it's just a vibration collar. On my mother's life, I saw there was nothing. It's just a vibration collar. Like, is crazy work. Realistically speaking, this is something that I think a lot of people just like don't recognize. And I've talked to like sort of normie friends of mine that have sort of seen some of this stuff peripherally, where they're like, I don't get why he talked to his dog that way. And it's like, bro, when you stream, first of all, have you ever come home from work exhausted and then your dog does some stupid shit and you're like, or they're like, they start yelping or whining or crying or whatever. Like my cats do it at 5 a.m. and I'm like, I am going to bake you guys. I am going to shave you. You will be bald. I will make you bald if you keep meowing at 5 a.m. I'm trying to sleep. This idea that no one ever gets annoyed at their pets is like, it's so ridiculous on its face. It should be very fucking obvious to anyone who isn't a bad faith actor. And so when I've talked to normie friends about it, it's like, dude, he's like, the dude's like streaming like a fucking psychopath because he's addicted to streaming. He streamed for like 6 hours or whatever. And after like talking about some shit that was making him heated, yeah, he didn't react as much as he should have. Like, yeah, he should know better that he's on stream. He shouldn't like ignore his dog yelping. Even though technically when you're training your dog, you are supposed to sort of ignore it. If you know that they're okay, you're supposed to ignore it because you don't want to encourage that behavior and reinforce that behavior. You don't want them to think, oh, if I yelp, I get attention. But again, you're on stream and people want to perceive everything that they can as X, Y, or Z, right? Wait, does he have a journalism degree? You guys are trolling, right? I see chatters in his chat saying journalism degree, and I saw some people here saying journalism degree, and I know you guys are just trolling with me. No one has a journalism degree and acts like this. Stop. You guys are actually tripping balls. No, I have to cope. That universe isn't real. Cope, quick. Hand me the canister of pure cope. No. It's just like finding out that Ethan Klein has an English degree. Anywho, getting back to the conversation. I don't understand how you expect other people to have the foresight that your dog yelping because you reached for some Zins or whatever, which is what he said. This is what he said. Obviously, take it with a grain of salt, whatever. It also, in the context, wouldn't make sense whether he would shock or vibrate her for doing the behavior that she's supposed to be doing, which is getting on the thing. But whatever. I'm sorry, there's no universe where I would have had the foresight to be like, oh, I have to show the collar really quickly because people might be concerned that it's a shock collar. Let me go get it right now and show everyone right now. Like, I would not have had, in that moment, the idea that, like, this was gonna blow up. But you want to know the worst part about all this? If you showed the collar immediately, people would have been like, he's clearly trying to hide something. That's why he has to show it immediately, because he had a guilty conscience about shocking his dog. So it's just so fucking stupid. Like, all of it's a shit show. The idea that you will perfectly perceive what will get you temporarily canceled here and there and whatever. And then I've seen people spreading around this like 15-minute clip where he's like talking about how he's training Kaya with like Fiona. And people are like, can you believe he's laughing because Fiona is doing, I think it's like called warning bites. And he explains it. He's like, yeah, well, Kaya's going to be a huge dog and she jumps on me. And you guys think it's cute and funny that she jumps on me and she bites me and she plays with me. But it's not going to be funny when she's 120 pounds. She has to learn, and she can't really learn it from me. She has to learn she can't just fuck with other people and other dogs because there's consequences. So I want Fiona to give her warning bites and to scare her so she understands she can't just like keep bothering someone and keep bothering them, especially because she's going to be a huge ass dog. And people are like, look at him. He wants his dog to get bitten. It's like, why the fuck did you show me? Why the fuck did you make me watch this 15-minute clip? If you know you're going to have a huge ass dog, eventually you do have to train them that they can't jump on other people or like try and play with other people, especially if they're going to be a big dog. I mean, you should do it with all dogs, but with big dogs, there's like a threat that they could accidentally or intentionally maul someone and kill them. Whereas like your little chihuahua might just give me rabies. I would guess, honestly, this is a random guess. Maybe it's a random guess. This is a random guess that there's probably more small dogs that attack people. Because so many dog owners I know who have small dogs who don't train their dogs. And big dog owners understand you can't just have a pit bull that doesn't respond to commands. That's how you kill someone. Moving on back to this. Talking about him handling this horribly when you just like sucked yourself into this controversy for no reason. And now half the internet's going to call you a Hassan dick rider that loves animal abuse. And the other half is going to call you Elwig and spineless.
I did not get a boss call. I've not talked to Hassan. I don't think he's trying to, candidly, but...
Dude, the AT&T sponsor is really just like the cherry on top of the sundae. It's just so amazing.
Why are we still talking about the stupid fucking collar? Well, I think for like a lot of reasons, actually. I think it's kind of...
A lot of reasons.
What I realized, because I got blown up by Hassan fans, which I don't give a fuck about. I'm not trying to appease them. Those are not my viewers.
I mean, and like, I've seen the tweets. The blown up is like people making fun of him, right? Like, if you make a tweet about Ludwig and say, making a fundraiser to get this guy a spy. Dude, I'm sorry. Is comedy illegal? Like, come on. I think it's okay to make some jokes. The spine is sponsored by AT&T. Can I hear him say that again? I'm sorry.
Spineless. You would hide your zombie bite if you were in a zombie apocalypse.
See, maybe I'm just internet brain rotted. I wish people would insult me like this. I hate that the insults are so boring. Ugh. It's like, yes, I'm a whore and a slut and whatever. I really don't care. Can I get something interesting?
And what I noticed is when Hassan fans were mad at me, they co-opted the same exact language.
Ethan is calling you a ventriloquist dummy. Yeah, and it wasn't funny because he said it in context that made no fucking sense. I made fun of AB and I called him like absent backbone. And I said he likes to pretend to be hard and he's not hard and he never will be. And he's never going to be from the streets in the way that he wants to. It was actually really funny because then he responded by showing a photo of him with a bunch of like black kids. And he's like, see, I'm from the streets. And I'm like, what the fuck is that photo supposed to show me? What the fuck? That your photo did not prove what you wanted it to prove. What the hell? Okay. And then he like, anyways, I don't want to get too deep into the sauce and all the stupid shit that I was complaining about or like making fun of. And then he's like, you're just a dummy. It's like, I literally, 2 seconds ago, AB just said Hassan has never attacked him. How am I the ventriloquist dummy that's doing all the Hassan talking points if Hassan isn't doing it? And I'm going my own way on this and making my own insults and making fun of a person that I want to make fun of that Hassan isn't making. This insult doesn't even make any sense. This insult makes no sense at all. It's like not even 2 out of 10, 0 out of 10. It shows example of me disagreeing with Hassan and choosing to take up some beef with someone that I don't like, that Hassan doesn't want to. See, you're a ventriloquist dummy. It's like, this is not applicable here, you idiot. If you want an insult to be good, it has to actually make any fucking sense. That's how you know an insult is actually good.
That the group of people who they hate, right? Maybe like some right-wing grifters, whatever, slop tubers, whatever, they use the same, like bar for bar. They use the zombie comment. And so I realized the desire to control your reputation comes from ego, comes from you wanting to be seen by other people in a certain way. That does not matter. It is a fruitless pursuit. What matters is just speaking from a place of truth, and being honest with yourself. Because the only place you live is in your own mind. You do not live in the minds of others. The minds of others do not affect you. So all I need to do is just be able to speak my truth and then live in my own mind with peace.
Stop. It's giving knowledge. Here in my Lamborghini. I just gotta speak my own truth and live in my own mind, bro.
What is up?
That was great content. That was excellent. That was great. His chat is like, what are you yapping about? Yeah. Oh, man. He's like, I want to be spineless and you should let me be that because I am living in my own mind and I cannot live in yours. I don't know why I literally don't understand why he got invested in the first place. I don't understand that. You know, the thing is, none of the comments were particularly offensive. I think all of the shit that he said was fine. I think the most offensive part, or the only really offensive part, was the part where he said, like, I wouldn't go to your funeral. It's like, why the fuck did you say that? Oh my God, that's so messed up. Mr. Krabs voice, money. No, no. The AT&T sponsor. Shut up, dude. No, I think I saw this clip yesterday, Kitsy Cat. Like, that shit made me depressed. To all the people being like, is Hassan going to talk about this? Like, dog, why would Hassan want to talk about the guy who said he wouldn't even go to his fucking funeral? Like, that shit's so depressing. I would not cover that if I was him. I'd be like, this is so fucked, man. I hate this shit for real. If he's not talking about it, he's not talking about it for a reason, you know?